Hello and welcome to Free World Investing. Today we're going to be going over the Aroon indicator. Now the Aroon indicator is a pretty cool looking indicator. Um, Now there's two lines to the Aroon indicator. There's the Aroon up and the Aroon down. And what it really shows is the height of the power of the trend that you're in and where it's at. Like the most important part is the 100 line. In my opinion, that's one of the most important parts. But I'm going to change some of these settings so you can understand it a little bit better. Now, when the Aroon up line is going up, that means that there is an uptrend going on, and when the Aroon down indicator is going up, that means there is a downtrend going on. And now once it hits 100, that means that for the time frame that's chosen, which right now is 14, which is a common default, that means that it is the highest that it's been in those 14 days. Same thing with the red line. That means it's the highest it is within those 14 days. So right here, that's the highest it's been in in the past 14. Well, this is 5-minute settings. So in the past, however many minutes that is the lowest point that it's gotten. This is the highest point that it's gotten. Now, you would think on the zero that that would be the lowest, and sometimes it is. Like, see, you can see right. Well, I guess it isn't right here, but you can see that even though it's going up, the green line is still staying down below. So sometimes you don't even need to worry about where it is when it's on the zero. But another way to trade the indicator, so right here, so sometimes it didn't do it at that specific spot, but right here, like when it hits 100, sometimes it goes straight to a reversal. Right then and there, it'll go to a reversal. And you can see it coming down. Since the Aroon down line is coming down, that's a sign that we're heading for an uptrend. So you can see it right here. Oftentimes, also, another thing to look at with the Aroon indicator is the crosses. Sometimes at the crosses, there'll be a change. It'll switch trends. Like you can see it right here, where there's like it's not a huge trend change, but you can see the trend. It changed like right directly after that, and that's another thing to look out for is the crosses. So the crosses a lot of times will have changes, but you know it's not always going to happen, but it does happen. So the biggest thing to look for is when it reaches 100, is that there may be a trend reversal coming. And like I said, this isn't always. Like let's switch the time frames and we'll look at it a little bit more. Now every time frame looks a little bit different just because of the way it works. But you can see right here that it was at the highest point within those 14 periods, and this was so 4, 8, 12, 16, 24. So that's what, about 2 days, a little bit over 2 days worth. So in the past 2 days, we've already gone from right here all the way down there. And you can see how this is already more. This is 100% the lowest point, 100% the highest point. And how quickly that cross happened. See, that cross happened right here. So if you were trading with the Aroon crosses, you could have, scored a couple pips. Not too many, but you could have scored a couple. And sometimes, like you can see right here too, once it hit 100, it stalled out there at 100, and this actually became a support line. Now the support line was already here, and this is also another good thing to use it for, is a confirmation if of your support and resistance lines, and whether or not that they are going to be followed. And this was a really good case scenario where the support line was followed with the Aroon indicator. So it's kind of helpful at pinpointing different support and resistance lines if you're using it at the same time. So right here, because of the 100, you could have put a support line right here, and you can see like right here as well, it already hit 100, so that was a good support line. This would have been a support line as well. You can see it right here, and that would have been followed once again right here, even though it had hit zero right here. But I mean, that's the very basic principle of the Aroon indicator and how it works. And the biggest thing to remember is if the Aroon up is all the way up, that means that there could be a time coming where there's about to be a reversal. But like even right here, you can see it didn't quite hit it. Like it was the highest because you gotta remember if it's trending up, it may continue to trend up. So you're still kind of guessing, and you should want to use other indicators and possibly fundamental analysis to confirm the fact that you want to make that trade. But if it's at 100 for the Aroon upline, that means you're at the highest point for the time frame that's selected. And if you're at the highest for the Aroon downline, where it's 100, that means it's the lowest point. And it's only from 0 to 100. The Aroon indicator will never go above 100 or below 0. But that's about it for today. Uh, if you like this video, please give it a like. And if you want to see more content like this, please subscribe to the channel and check out my other videos. Y'all have a good day.